Nintendo Switch 2? More like Nintendo Switch too little too late. At the end of the day, folks, this is not a full-blown sequel to a much beloved handheld console. This is an incremental upgrade that 3 or 4 years ago Nintendo was considering releasing as the Switch Pro, but then they decided that they could fool all of their incredibly low IQ fans by just shoveling it out as an entirely new product. Tell me, Nintendrones, please, I'm listening, I'm all ears. Somebody tell me what the selling feature of this device is. What is the proverbial hook? What is the justification for $449 US? I can pay 50 more and get a PS5 that's fully backwards compatible, whether it's through the cloud or through downloadable games. I can spend $50 more and get a Series X, which is the most powerful console for that entry-level price. And then for $449, I can save $50, not buy either one of those, and I can experience the worst games at the worst frame rates in the least playable fashion known to man. Let's recount what happened during this Nintendo Direct. It's actually, I don't know if many people know this, Nintendo Direct is an abbreviated version of what these are. They're actually known as Nintendo directly creeping their greedy little paws into your wallet. And because you idiots have IQs lower than room temperature with the air conditioning on, you're going to give in to it. So here we go. Let's just take it from the top, shall we? What system sellers do we have? Well, we've got oh God, we've got Mario Kart World. Yeah, that's right. Another old, out-of-date, antiquated franchise that was born into existence back in 1890 and still hasn't died. How many times do we need to see illegal immigrant plumbers and dinosaurs racing around a racetrack, 1, 2, 3 laps, getting complete RNG little pickups out of cubes with question marks on them, and throwing blue shells at people in the lead when you're in the last place that somehow allow you to win the race? There's no skill involved. It's certainly not fair. There hasn't been a good Mario Kart game since Mario Kart 64. I said what I said. But what else? Oh, we couldn't. That's like that's the one checkbox. Everything else, we couldn't be bothered to make Switch 2 exclusive selling games, right? We couldn't. That's why y'all are getting ports. Yeah, good old port jobs. Nintendo's the best at this, right? They released the Wii, and then they released the Wii U, but most of the Wii U's library is made up of Wii games. And then they released the Switch, but most of the Switch's library is made up of old Wii U games. And now they're releasing the Switch 2, and most of the Switch 2's library is going to be made up of Switch games. That's right, y'all can play. They finally did it. Remember how bad Breath of the Wild's frame rate was? Well, now the frame rate is an actual expansion. You just had to wait 8 years to get stable 30 FPS in the Switch 2 version. Oh, and we're finally getting some decent third-party support, right? Elden Ring. Yeah, the worst FromSoft game, hands down, ruined everything good about the Soul-likes, completely devoid of any originality. They catered to the casual crowd, and it cost them everything. That's getting shoveled off onto the Switch 2. What else? What else is there? Oh, you're getting a Hitman game. The same Hitman game that we all played 7 years ago. Congratulations. What else? What else is there? Switch owners operate on fucking tortoise time, bro. Like, they can live to be 150 and they're celebrating games that the rest of us played almost a decade ago. Oh man, we finally get these awesome third-party games. Bro, we've done played that shit. Some of these games they're releasing have already been re-released for new consoles. Like Hitman 2016, released, updated version, came out for the PS5, okay? You're talking an entire console generation, and now you guys are just getting the Hitman experience. I'm at a loss for words. What else is there? Oh, you get a mouse mode. Yeah, you get a mouse mode because Nintendo apparently doesn't realize that PC gaming exists. Hey, we could flip your Joy-Con and you can use it as a mouse in the new Metroid game. Well, I certainly will be using a mouse in the new Metroid game, Nintendo, but I can damn sure guarantee you that it's not going to be on your $449 piece of overpriced trash console. It will be through emulation, which I'm going to do on my PC so I can acquire the game for free. What else was there? Oh, you have a 1080p screen now. Congratulations. I had a 1080p screen back in 2007. Like, god damn, we're talking 18 years it takes Nintendo to catch up to what everybody else is doing. It's like I can't even... They should have done this yesterday because it would have gone over better because people would have been like, oh, it was an April Fool's joke. The problem is they waited and people know they're serious now. And the regret's starting to set in. You think that you have balls big enough, Nintendo, not Pokeballs, but actual testicles that are big enough to release a console at a big boy price with none of the big boy specs? You look at what the competition's doing, and hey, if you're new here, I'm Dead Metal at Dead Metal Media. I am no Sony pony, I am no Xbot, I am no console apologist, and I am not a PC master racist. I hate everything equally. So I have no fucking horse in this race. But let's make it very clear. Very fucking clear. You can get something that's, let's be conservative, 5 times as powerful as the Switch 2 that came out 5 years ago for $50 more. Only brain dead, knuckle dragging apes are thinking about buying this thing. And that's not even mentioning the fact that this precious little handheld space that the Nintendo Switch pioneered, which they didn't, shout out to anybody who remembers the GPD Win, the OG handheld gaming PC. But since we like to pretend that the Nintendo Switch created this entire fucking market of a handheld gaming console that can play AAA games, not only has that been surpassed, the Switch, and by extent the Switch 2, have both been rendered completely irrelevant. Now, I'm no Steam apologist either. I think that Valve are one of the worst companies to ever exist. And those of you PC master racists, I doubt you can even reach your fingers over your stomach to get to your keyboard to begin typing an angry message at me, but hear me out before you shove aside the bag of Cheetos and you set down the can of Mountain Dew and you go off popping off in the comments. Valve introduced loot boxes and microtransactions with CSGO, and if you're about to defend that shit, I will plant my foot firmly in your ass. You are not going to come on my channel and defend microtransactions. You are not going to come on my channel and defend loot boxes. And you're damn sure not going to come on my channel and defend the Nintendo Switch too. All right? But I will say this. Valve released a Steam Deck and kicked off a bit of a revolution with handheld PC gaming. Oh, but Dead Metal, handheld PC gaming's got nothing on the Switch 2. You're talking about targeted hardware. You're talking about having the actual Nintendo developers developing first-party games for it. All right, numbnuts. Listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. Go on Google and search for Breath of the Wild emulated Steam Deck. Go on Google, go on YouTube, go to your favorite video site that isn't Pornhub, and type in Mario Odyssey emulated Steam Deck, or Mario Kart 8 emulated Legion Go. There's an Asus one out there. Like you've got Lenovo, you've got Asus. I think Acer has one out now. The handheld gaming PC market is a thing now. And because Nintendo was so lax and lazy and they kicked their feet up and decided to wait almost an entire decade to capitalize on the momentum of the Switch by releasing a sequel that isn't even progressive in any of the ways we wanted it to be progressive, right? Like, they've completely missed the mark. They got beat at their own game, essentially. There is nothing that the Nintendo Switch 2 can do that the handheld PCs cannot. Okay? Nintendo's trying to sell you a microphone for what, $50 to voice chat with your fucking boys? You can do that shit for free on the Steam Deck. I guarantee you got a pair of, the fucking iPhone headphones or AirPods or whatever. This is just ridiculous. It's regurgitated slop being put in the trough for you paid pigs to come slurp up without a moment's hesitation. And you're gonna do it, and this video is gonna fall on deaf ears, and god damn it, I know it, and it pains me, but the truth is there was nothing in that reveal that justifies a $449 price point, whether we're talking hardware, software. Oh my god, the fact that they're charging $90 for their controllers now? Like, where do you get off? I can go buy an Xbox controller on Amazon for $40. What makes your Nintendo Pro controller better than an Xbox controller? Nothing. Nothing at all. Man, it's just so absolutely disgusting because the Steam Deck, the Legion Go, the ROG Ally, that's what the one I was trying to think of was called. Hands down, better devices that do everything the Switch 2 can do. They're out right now. You can buy them now. They have more powerful hardware in them. And above all else, the shit Nintendo's trying to charge you for, like updated versions of the games you already own, like fucking paying to play online, all completely free on these handheld PCs. Fuck Nintendo, fuck the Switch 2, and fuck anybody who's about to buy this overrated pile of trash just because it's bearing the insignia of Nintendo. Nintendo used to have a seal of approval. Now they've got a seal of greed for all you dumb hillbillies who just can't wait to play a Control-C, Control-V, copy and paste port job of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe called Mario Kart World.